podcast. So Jerry Jones, obviously you saw what happened on Sunday, him getting embarrassed. He gets embarrassed by the Detroit Lions, his Cowboys, on his 82nd birthday, the worst loss at Jerry's World, worst home loss since he's been the owner of the Cowboys since 1989. And it also happened on his 82nd birthday. So Jerry Jones does a weekly radio spot every Tuesday, I think on 106.9 or whatever the hell it is, 106.3 The Fan in Dallas, Texas. He does a weekly spot every single week, and they were asking questions about the future of the team, the future of Mike McCarthy, head coach, and whatnot, his all-in strategy going forward. And Jerry Jones was not having it, man. He went in on the radio host here, so much as to threatening their jobs. Here is the clip from that interview here.
This is not your job. Your job isn't to let me go over all the reasons that I did something and I'm sorry that I did it. That's not your job.
Well, my job is to ask why.
Job, or I'll get somebody else to ask these questions, man.
Jerry, we're trying to figure out why the team is.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you. You're not going to figure out what the team is doing right or wrong.
That Jerry's in his feelings, brother. Jerry's in his feelings. This shit bothers me. Shit like this bothers me. Because I can understand being mad at losing a game the way you did on your 82nd birthday. And I've been critical of Jerry Jones about his handling of his team, how he loves his team sometimes to a fault. But I've also praised the fact that at least he's an owner that does love his football team, his franchise. A lot of owners out there who own a team, but they don't spend any money. They don't do any of these things to keep their team, in the conversation for titles and relevant and all that kind of stuff. So I've always praised Jerry Jones for being that guy that at least gives a shit about his team. But this is wrong. What Jerry Jones here was, I'm going to say it out loud. What Jerry Jones did was completely fucked up. Completely fucked up. You're going to threaten radio hosts who, by the way, Jerry Jones, are doing their fucking job. They're doing their fucking job, asking the questions. So you want cookie cutter questions here? You want it to be hand-fed, spoon-fed questions just to ease the fan base, to make you happy? Is that the way it should have went down? Really? A billionaire in Jerry Jones. He owns the biggest franchise in the NFL. Some may say the biggest franchise in all of sports. It's certainly argued. And because you don't like the line of questioning, which, by the way, the questioning was fair. It was fair. You decide to go off and threaten their jobs because they did their fucking jobs? That is complete bullshit, Jerry Jones. That's complete bullshit. What are you doing? They're doing their jobs. And to see a billionaire try to, push around himself because he has money and he can make this happen. I'll find someone else to do the job. What? Because they're answering questions that were legit questions, that were real questions? What is the future of the Dallas Cowboys? You're 3-3 right now. You got a head coach right now who's on a lame duck contract right now, whose contract expires at the end of the season. And you guys are right now shitting the bed at 3-3 with a hard schedule ahead of you right now. Those are legit questions, though. Those are legit questions. If you're, and especially Jerry Jones, if you're the owner, the president, the general manager, which you decided to have the tag with all three. You want the tag with all three. You have all three roles. Okay? Which, by the way, nearly everybody in the world who follows the Cowboys disagrees with, for the record. I think it's silly that you're the owner, the president, and GM of this team. And most people believe that you're the reason. First of all, most people, including myself, believe that you're the reason the Cowboys have not gone to an NFC title game in nearly 30 years. You're the moron that decided to fire Jimmy Johnson after going back-to-back, winning back-to-back Super Bowls. You're the moron that decided to not try to sign Derrick Henry, who's now an MVP candidate right now this year currently, because you're cheap. Okay? So those questions that was asked in that radio interview were legit questions to be asked. So be mad at yourself. And this is a problem when you have a guy like him who is the judge, the jury, the executioner of the ball club, who has zero self-awareness about what's going on. And you wonder why your team is shit. You wonder why your team has while it's been 12-5 the last 3 years, has a ceiling. You wonder why. This is why. And then you go and embarrass yourself on a radio station, on a weekly radio hit, and threaten to have guys who are literally just asking questions that everybody wants to know anyway. To every Cowboy fan or non-Cowboy fan alike wants to know what's going on in the Cowboys going forward. And your response is, I can have you guys replaced? That is complete bullshit. You know it. This team ain't going nowhere as long. Look, he can own the team. That's not a problem. This team ain't going nowhere as long as he has all his paws over this team. As long as Jerry Jones is the president and GM of this football team will go nowhere. It will go to the playoffs and be out in the first round or the second round tops. And why? Because I have nearly 30 fucking years of proof of that right now. But that is complete shit, man. Because you don't like the line of questioning. Jerry Jones went straight Donald Trump there, bro. I'm going to call it like it is. He went straight unhinged, straight Donald Trump. I like the questioning. You need to shut it up now. Really? Come on. That was completely messed up, Jerry Jones. And you know this. You know this. Very, very bad look there. They asked legit questions there. You're in the wrong. And you're offended? Are you offended because your team embarrassed you on your 82nd birthday? And I get that. I totally get that. Detroit came in there and housed you. I totally get that. But to threaten two radio hosts because they're just doing their damn job. That is complete shit. Complete shit. That's a rich boy, rich man trying to push around his weight because he can. And then you wonder why people hate billionaires sometimes. Because of crap like this. Come on, Jerry, do better, man. Do better. You got to do better than that, man. You're in the wrong for that. You're really in the wrong for that.